Russians disregarded Elon Musk, who is now among the world's billionaires, 20 years ago, but they are now after him. The recent action taken by Elon Musk altered everything. Need more information on it? Keep watching this video. Welcome back to another exciting video from Informative Scoop. Today's video is about Elon Musk just announced an insane deal with Putin. Before we start the video, please like, subscribe, and press the bell icon. That is, after all, where Musk is right now. Elon Musk is courting Russia again, but he is in complete control this time. The brisk and bright billionaire revealed his plans to establish a space factory in Russia in September. Musk is open to setting up factories in Russia, as it was the first country to execute a space trip successfully and would provide him with access to a skilled workforce. Without a doubt, Russia's aerospace sector employs some of the world's brightest minds. Additionally, SpaceX's management is assessing whether this project would prove possible. But given that it seems like Russia's space program is non-existent, I'm sure you're asking why. At a Russian aerospace symposium, though, Musk made it clear that he disagreed. SpaceX already has production facilities in the United States and China. Musk told a video audience that the company aims to create factories in several different countries worldwide. After the interview, Elon Musk received a special invitation by the Ministry of Industry and Trade of Russia, which I shall discuss in more detail with these quotes. We are happy to hear that Elon Musk is thinking about constructing a factory in Russia. By the way, the state has implemented several support programs for regional OEMs or original equipment manufacturers. Please visit us. We'll discuss it. In addition to having a wealth of natural resources, traditional Russia has made very little investment in the electric vehicle sector, which will undoubtedly be attractive to Elon Musk's Tesla. Due to a lack of widespread charging infrastructure, the auto industry in Russia isn't working on any significant electric car projects at the moment, which can discourage customers from buying electric vehicles. There are also a few electric car manufacturers with substantial infrastructure, but not all of them can compete with Tesla, given that Russia has a population of over 144 million. Musk anticipated the arrival of Tesla's electric vehicles in the area. As we previously stated, Musk has used Russian space technologies before. The first time Musk attempted to invest in the nation's space program, and the technology could have improved. Musk was 30 years old and SpaceX had just been established. He had both time and money, but he needed more resources for rockets. Additionally, rockets were still too expensive in the United States then. Due to this, there were few players in the aircraft industry back then. Musk responded by looking east toward Russia, a country that had previously led the space race but had since lost it due to the fall of the Soviet Union. Likewise, Russia's space program was in dire need of funding due to a severe fiscal deficit. Musk visited Russia at the time to meet with Russian space officials. Musk was a multimillionaire at the time, with a net worth of over $200 million. Musk, however, had had enough after 3 consecutive trips to Russia. This was because they would raise the price of rockets whenever they got together, since they desired payment. One of Musk's rocket designers attacked him as they discussed his rockets. He conveyed during the negotiations that his rockets were military hardware, rather than items that wealthy Western business people could purchase for their garages. The designer only wrote this for Musk then and spat it all over his work. Jim Cantrell, a colleague of his, he had given up on Russia because of this and would build his rockets instead. 20 years later, the situation has changed and Russian space authorities are pleading for help. Elon Musk for his financial support of Russia's aerospace sector. Dmitry Rugo, the CEO of Roscosmos, recently approached SpaceX's CEO via Twitter. Following his tweet about the latter and its rather hyped-up invitation, "Greetings, Mr. Elon Musk. A new expedition will launch for the International Space Station on October 5. As part of it, we intend to send a cinematographic team from the top television network. It is our responsibility to report human crewed flights accurately." A second tweet was sent after the first about the enormous emotional toll and ongoing risk that every spaceflight coordinator faces. You certainly comprehend me, I'm sure. If you are successful, I hope to see you on October 5 at the Beer Cosmodrome, which is considered to be the birthplace of the world of cosmonoptics. They think that the Reen's conclusion of the thread freak must out. I would be happy to meet you in person, he continued. We're waiting for you. Come. Regin issued the offer to Musk on the same day that the TASS reported that Regin had extended an official invitation for a meeting to NASA Administrator Bill Nelson. According to Jackie McInnes, Press Secretary for NASA Mr. Once the COVID-19 restrictions were lifted, Nelson was eager to meet Mr. Rajan. Uncertainty surrounds Rajan's request for Musk to participate in an interview and Musk's willingness to engage in a deeper, more meaningful conversation. However, since Musk and Rajan have yet to date, it's also odd that they were both invited. In general, Rajan described it as a significant achievement for the aerospace sector and a revolution for the business. In addition, he made comparisons to Russian oligarchs and billionaires at home. He claimed that wealthy Russians preferred to construct yachts rather than spacecraft, an assertion to which Elon Musk responded with a smiley face emoji. In the past, Musk has also frequently disparaged and made fun of Russia's space programs. He would occasionally crack corny jokes about Roscosmos. The odd thing about this situation is that Russia's space agency has recently distanced itself from NASA and other countries leading the global space race. Invitations to Nelson and Musk are even more challenging to comprehend in this light of regulations. What justifies his kind treatment of them, then? What hidden motivation does the Russian government harbor? Reddit users speculated that the Russian space agency was attempting to persuade Musk through its inquiry into the topic that it is impossible to send humans into space because it is an achievement achieved by the Russians more than 6 years ago. This is comparable to Musk and Bezos enjoying a tea party at a New York coffee shop. Is that not absurd? It resembles Reen Bezos in some ways. Additionally, Reen and invitations emphasize how awful it's gotten. This nation was the first to launch a tourist into space following the fall of the USSR, a remarkable accomplishment for an organization that once led the space race almost 2 decades earlier. Elon Musk complimented Roscosmos for being one of the most organized minds in the space sector, even though they have been experiencing financial difficulties, and admitted that some of their lofty goals were already realized after the Soviet Union's collapse forced Roscosmos to halt the majority of its grandiose initiatives. Additionally, as a trailblazing inventor who isn't hesitant to take any risks for the benefit of humanity, Musk should visit Russia and join the family as a VIP, he continued. And the reason for his visit is to speak with SpaceX about all the opportunities for the space race, including searching for extraterrestrial life and investigating alternatives to maintaining life on Earth. Wherein also suggested that Russia has less interest in working with other nations. Rajan boldly declared that Roscosmos would exit the ISS program as soon as some of the severe sanctions imposed on Russian businesses and their global operations were eliminated. So long as they cooperate, the sanctions have been withdrawn right now. If not, they won't work together and will construct their stations, as Rajan had brashly stated. The U.S. imposed comprehensive sanctions on Russia that prevented any U.S. company with connections to the Russian military from doing business with Russian firms. Rajan also thinks that if the U.S. keeps moving on this path, Roscosmos will launch its space station by 2030. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.